Aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. This is Psychic Greg. Hope everybody is doing well, especially with this time change over there on the mainland. Everyone had to set their clocks forward. Wah, wah, wah. Oh man, I extend my sympathy. I remember living in Ohio, and every time we had to move that clock forward, it's like, oh my God, hammer to the head. But don't have to worry about that here in Hawaii. So we don't have daylight savings. But I do extend my sympathy to you guys who lost an hour of sleep this week. Hope you guys got plenty of coffee to take care of that. Anyways, I wanted to thank everyone again for the comments and for the emails, and that they're liking my YouTube videos and they're liking the teaching sessions, and I'm going to continue to do this. These last several weeks have been insanely busy for me. I didn't get a chance to do another video, but I have time tonight, so I will go ahead and talk tonight about the four psychic clairs. Everybody has psychic abilities. Some people are more in tune than others, but it doesn't make them any better than anybody else or anything like that. Just like some of us can sing better than others. You're not going to see me on stage with Justin Timberlake. I can sing, but I'm not gifted in singing. He is. So, you know what? He is hot, so that would be nice if I could sing with him on stage. But you know what? Whatever, maybe someday. Anyways, so I wanted to just, I wanted to talk about the four psychic senses that everybody has. There's Clairsentience. That's the clair where you can feel everything. You can feel other people's emotions. You can feel other people's happiness. You can feel other people's pain. You can just feel everything. It's psychic feeling. Okay. Then there are those who are claircognate, and that's where they just know something's about to happen. They don't know how, but they know something's about to happen, and then it happens, and then you feel crazy because you're like, how did I know that? Okay. There's people who are very gifted in that area. Okay. There are others who are very clairvoyant, and they can see deja vus. They can see daydreams. It's like these daydreams are constantly coming to them, the visions, and then they're happening. And it can scare them sometimes, but it's there. They'll see the spirit world. They'll see a spirit talking to them. Nobody else in the room can see that, but they can. And that's a sign that you are clairvoyant. And then there are those who are clairaudient. This is psychic hearing. They just hear stuff nobody else can hear. It doesn't usually come through the physical ears. It comes through right up here. And it kind of sounds like a song gets stuck in your head. And it's very similar to being claircognate. Again, the clair knowing, you just know something's there. And I feel like both of those are very, very similar. What's insane is, as a psychic, I have all four clairs. There's some people who only have like one or two, but when God made me, he wired me crazy, and I got all four. So that's why I'm always all over the place. But I want to talk tonight mainly about those who are who have the clairsentience. That's the psychic feeling. Because it's challenging when you have this, because when you're picking up the pain of those around you, or you're picking up on people's happiness, that's actually kind of healing, picking up on people's happiness, or you're picking up on whatever, and it's all coming through the feeling. Okay. It's wonderful that you have the gift, and if you want to do a reading on somebody, it's important to just go by what you feel and what's there, and you will have a very successful psychic reading. So, anyways, so talking about that, I'm going to use an example. So let's use the walking into the grocery store example, okay? Like what you see on TV on these psychic shows. People walk into the grocery store, psychics walk into the grocery store, and all of a sudden they start picking up on everybody, and they walk up to them and walk up to the woman getting her broccoli, saying, hey, do you have a mother on the other side? I'm hearing this, I'm feeling this, I'm seeing this. And then the woman getting the broccoli is like, oh my God, that's my mom, and starts to cry. A lot of those things are real, and so if you guys ever watch those shows, that really does happen. But keep in mind, that's TV. So that was already planned, that the psychic was going to walk into the grocery store and talk to somebody. I'm not saying it was staged. I'm just saying that it was planned. It was TV to go in to talk to these people. Again, I'm repeating myself. I'm not saying that it was staged. I am only saying that it was planned for this to happen. Okay, though that woman getting the broccoli had no idea that there was a psychic in there, but probably after the show they got her permission to air it. But that stuff really does happen. I'll talk about my experience with having the clairsentience. I walk into, again, the grocery store. That's going to be our main example today. And I do pick up on people around me. I will pick up on the woman standing in front of me who is dying of cancer, or just lost her husband to cancer. And then I'll get out of line and I'll walk down the aisle and I'll see a kid that's really, really happy. He must have got a new video game or something, but I can feel that happiness. Okay, I turn the corner and I'll see a man that he is a drug addict, or he's hiding something, and I can feel his pain. I can feel that something really dark is going on in his life. I turn the corner and somebody just got married. You know, I feel that happiness. And then I turn the corner and there's somebody who's very, very evil, and I can feel that. Okay, I would say that most people have this. The psychic feeling. It's called clairsentience, and they don't know how to deal with it. Okay. And I'm going to teach you the ways that I deal with it, okay? When it's sort of like having the television on, okay? If you walk into somebody's house and the TV's on, you know that the TV's on, but you're not listening to it unless you turn to the TV and you listen to Barbara Walters giving an interview. You know, you could tune into that show and you'll receive that information, okay? But if you just walk in the house and you ignore the TV, then okay, you just know that it's there, but you're not paying any attention to it. This is one way I do protect myself, because if I walk into the grocery store, you know, if I walk up and rescue everybody and talk to everybody, I'm never going to leave the grocery store. So it's important to know that if you have this gift, it is not your responsibility to rescue people. In fact, it's very manipulative to want everybody to be happy. Not everybody wants to be happy. Some people are grieving and they don't want to talk to anybody. It would be wrong of me to intrude on their privacy, and they have every right to get mad about that. If they don't want to listen to what you have to say, you're a complete stranger, and yeah, they probably will think you're crazy. So if you do want to give a business card to them and say, hey, I give my business cards to everybody. I'm a psychic. If you ever want a reading, you're welcome to come to me. Whatever you want to do, that's cool. But I would highly recommend just not walking up to somebody and saying, you know, what you're seeing without their permission, okay? That person may just not be ready to deal with it at that exact moment. An example of where it was a major epic fail on my end. I walked into a bar one night, and I was talking with a gentleman who was visiting from Ohio, and so we had a really good conversation, and he said he was there with a couple of friends. The conversation came up. He asked what I did for a living, and I told him that I was a psychic medium and tarot reader. I connect people to past loved ones. I do past, present, future psychic readings, all that stuff. And of course, he's very, very interested, and we're talking about it. And he gave me permission. Oh, he asked me, he's like, I just lost my father not too long ago. Are you picking up on anything? And normally I say no, because this is what I do for a living. I usually give him a card and say, hey, make an appointment. But I was feeling okay. I can read you. That's fine. So I did bring his father through, and I mean, it was very, very emotional for him, and it was very healing for him. But then I kept saying, okay, who's John? Who's John? He's telling me that he just passed from cancer, and his son's still really grieving his death and everything. Is that your uncle? And he went, oh my God, no, that's my friend that's also here visiting. His dad also just died, and his name is John. So since I have the Clairsentience, I was feeling other spirits around me, and I happened to pick up on his friend's father through the guy I was reading. Okay, so he goes, if you want to, go up to my friend and just let him know what you do and everything. And I said, oh, okay, that's fine. And I said, well, I'll ask his permission, because again, that's what I always do. I walked up to him, and he whipped around, and he said, I heard everything you just said to my friend over there, and I don't know what kind of demon you are, but I am not interested in hearing anything than what you have the F to say, and you better get that F away from me, or I'm gonna effing punch you in the effing face. I mean, he was just going crazy. That's an example of somebody who is not ready or doesn't want a psychic reading. Okay, so it's a good thing I asked for his permission, but had I not, I mean, it could have been bad. But so it kind of turned me off from walking up to people and talking to them, even asking for their permission. So yeah, again, just be careful with that. It is a beautiful gift, and if you're reading somebody, it can be very, very, very healing for them. But I'm just kind of sharing my experiences with you guys, so it will help you be better readers, and to tune into your psychic abilities even more. But yeah. So another thing you can do to protect yourself is, because you're picking up on everybody's energy, if you're not able to tune it out, just go back. Sometimes what I do is as I close my eyes and I remember what mood I came in. When I walked into the grocery store, I remembered, hey, I was in a very, very happy mood, and I am excited to hang out with my friend tonight. Whatever it is. I remember what I felt coming into the grocery store, and then I start feeling what I feel now, and I'm like, okay, I picked up on somebody else's energy. This is not my business. This is not my energy. I need to release it. And what I do is as I call upon Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the supreme protecting angel. He is closest to God, and I ask him to come and clear my energy. And sometimes it takes a few seconds, but anytime you call upon Archangel Michael, he will come and he will help you, and he will clear that energy. And sometimes I have to visualize him coming down, and using my clairvoyance, I see him come down and remove any spirit or any feeling that isn't mine that's attached to me, and he takes it to the light so that it can be transmuted. What's amazing is I have given my card to some of these people in the grocery store, and they did come to me for a reading. So, then we went on both ends. I'm able to help them, and they came to me when they were ready. So, again, going back, sorry, I'm very ADD. Going back, yeah, just make sure you're clearing your energy if you're picking up on something that isn't yours. And if you can tune it out, just remember it. Kind of think of it as the TV's on. The TV's on. So, and you're just not paying any attention to it. So definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, don't feel the need to rescue everybody. They will come to you if they need you. Your energy and your time and everything is very, very precious. You have a human body just like everybody else. And if you're constantly reading and you're constantly letting people drain your energy and constantly having people coming to you for help and they're not paying you for it, and they're not respecting your time, it will drain your energy. And that's why it's important to learn the word no. Okay. Again, if that person gets mad at you for not giving them a free reading, or for not, even if whether it's paid or not, if you're not able to read them right then, don't let their anger, don't take that personally. That's their problem. That's not your problem. That's their experience. And by telling them no, you're not available right now, or no, you're not going to do it for free. You are paid for this. This is your livelihood. You're teaching them boundaries that, hey, my time is very valuable. And you're also, even if they do get mad, they never talk to you again or whatever it is, well, it maybe never crossed their mind that they could say no. They're so used to saying yes to everybody, and it never occurred to them that they could also say no. So you may have been a very big lesson learner. It was a big lesson learner for them, yeah? So, yeah, just again, establish boundaries and take care of yourself. It is so important to take care of yourself, and you will be a better medium. You will be a better friend. You'll be able to give back so much more because you have your energy saved, and you're not wasting it on useless things. So just keep that in mind. But I'm going to talk about the other clairs in another video. I think this is enough for this one. But I hope this helps everybody. And if you do want a reading, you're welcome to book an appointment with me, and I will get with you as soon as possible. I am going to San Francisco on Friday, so if anyone's in San Francisco and wants a reading, and I'm available at that time, feel free to come get a reading. But feel free to visit my website, TarotTimePsychic.com, and also my Instagram's TarotTime Psychic Readings, and my YouTube is TarotTime Psychic Readings. Very, very easy, very, very simple. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll try to post these videos as often as possible. But I hope you guys have a very, very blessed evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and just know that you are deeply loved by God, and you were born to prosper, and you were born to be abundant, and you were born to be happy. Just remember that, and don't be afraid to learn. So, yeah, that's all. Have a great night, guys.